Well, hi Stampers, it's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers, stamping with you today from Zeeland, Michigan. Today I have a quick and easy card I want to share with you using the Ribbon of Courage stamp set. Now I haven't used this one in a while, but it's October and we all know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I thought it'd be perfect to haul this one back out. We're going to make a pink card, it's got to be pink, and then at the end of this video I have a ton, probably 20 some samples or so that I dug out of my archives of cards I made, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, using this stamp set, because I've used it a ton to share samples with, and I've also used it a ton, unfortunately, to send to friends and family. I think we're all affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form, whether it's ourselves or a loved one, family, or friends. And I've been down the road with my mom and with a couple of friends, and it's a hard road to go down. But you know what? When you send a handmade card to someone that's struggling with cancer, what a beautiful, uplifting thing it can be to them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a quick and easy breast cancer thinking of you type card. So let's set this aside, and I don't even have the finished one to show you because I'm going to kind of create this one as we go. I think I have the idea in my head, so let's see if it works out. I have a piece of melon mambo. Now this is 4 1/4 by 11, so I just cut my cardstock in half that way. And like I've said before, make sure when you cut your cardstock the long way like this that you're scoring it before you fold it, because cardstock does not like to fold this way. And when you score, which I've done already, you can see my little groove here from scoring it. This side has the little ridge. Put that little ridge on the inside. Okay, kind of seems not the right way, but that is the right way to do it. Fold it in half, we'll get a nice fold in there. And then we're going to start by just embossing the front of this using the tufted embossing folder. Now, I got to kind of think a little bit here because I only want it to go up to my fold line so I can position it right there. And I also want to make sure I'm kind of centered left and right. And then, because this is one of the thick embossing folders, you're going to just use the platform, put it right on the platform, and then a clear plate. It's ready to run through the Big Shot. So let me go do that a second. There we go. Let's take this out of there. And you can see our tufted design on that. I really like this folder. I think it just adds a really nice touch to it. Now, we're going to take a piece of Whisper White. This has also been scored. Put that ridge on the inside. And this one's a little bit smaller. This is 4 by 10 1/2 because we're going to actually make a little window card here. So that's going to go inside like so. So to get started with our stamping, I have the ribbon, the one with the floral print on it. There's a solid one and the floral print one. We're going to ink that up in Melon Mambo. I have a scrap piece of cardstock here. Look at how pretty that stamps. I love the detail in that one. And then we're going to cut it out with the framelit. So remember, with framelits, we want to start out using our magnetic platform. We'll put a cutting plate down. We'll put our image. We'll put our framelit right on top of it. That magnet helps hold it right where I want it. And then we'll put a cutting plate on top. So we'll go ahead and run that one through the Big Shot. There we go. We'll remove that one. Now this card is actually a remake of a card I did probably about last year at this time. I did it as a Facebook Live and the video quality was horrible. So I thought rather than resharing it, I'm going to just go ahead and remake it and kind of update a little bit and use Melon Mambo instead. So let's set that aside. Now, you know me, I like to make cards that just have lots of parts and pieces, like I like to call them. So we'll take the word courage that is in our stamp set as well and stamp it on the same scrap. I think I have plenty of space. There we go. And I'm going to cut this out with a framelit. This is from, I think it's called Bunch of Banners framelits. There's a whole bunch of different banners. If you don't have this one, you could just use your scissors or your cutter. Whoops, we don't want to do that. Make sure you put your plate down first. That wouldn't have been good. And kind of center our word in our little banner. And once again, let me go run that one through the Big Shot. Okay, at least I get a little bit of exercise when I use the Big Shot on the projects because I have to walk to the other side of the room from my little table here. So we have our word courage. Let's just pop that one out. And now, because I said we're going to make a window card, we're going to actually take the front, which we've already embossed, and we're going to use that exact same framelit, and I'm going to cut out of the middle of this front panel. So make sure it's open because we only want to go through the front piece, and we'll put that right there. We'll put this on top and we'll run this one through the Big Shot. Now make sure you stick with me to the very end because like I said, I have a ton of other samples to share with you using this stamp set. And remember, it's not just about the breast cancer. You know, that's what I think we tend to think about when we see ribbons or we think of cancer. We think of sending cards to people with cancer, but it's not just breast cancer. People with all different kinds of cancer need encouragement cards as well. So let's go ahead and go back to our piece here that is going to be the inside of our card, and we're going to open it up and let's stamp on the inside. And I think we're going to use one of these larger hearts. We'll go ahead and put that right there. We're still using Melon Mambo. We're just using Melon Mambo and black for our ink here. And then we'll use the stamp. I'll make sure I don't put this one upside down. That says sending love and hugs. So why don't we go ahead and put that about right there. And then let's put a small heart on there too. There, I think that looks cute. That's all we need. Got a little bit of room to write a message. Now this, because like I said, I want this to be a window card, I don't want to really adhere it all the way down in there. So I'm going to use my snail adhesive and I'm going to just put a strip across the top. Okay, I just want the top part to stay held on there. So, you know, I always like to say this is one of those fancy cards. Like, you know, you go buy those really expensive ones. They're always kind of floppy on the inside. So that's what we're going for here. So there we go. Now with our ribbon that we've already stamped and cut out, I'm going to stick some dimensionals on here because we want this to pop a little bit for us. So I think we'll put 4 on there. And then we're going to stick this down onto that white panel, but we'll stick it right through the hole that we cut in the front because it matches, it fits perfect. I cut it with the same die. So we can close it, keep it all nice and closed. This is why I adhered this in here first, because now I can line that right up in the opening, stick it down, and kind of pop the top up, and there we go, is how it fits. Now our little banner that we cut with the words courage, I'm going to use dimensionals on this too, but I'm going to put them way out to the edge. One out to that side, and then one out to this side, and you'll see why here in a sec. We'll peel those off, and then I'm going to put this right over our window here. So we'll go like so. So it's actually stuck onto the top piece, then our ribbon's on there. So when you look at it, you see the ribbon underneath, we see our courage here. Because this is kind of a girly card, why don't we dress it up a little bit? I've got some of the artisan pearls here that I think would look nice. We'll go ahead and let's put a pink one out at that end and a pink one at that end. Eyeball that. There we go. And then when we open the card, oh, we got one stuck on the inside there. How did we do that? We got that on the inside. And then let's just take a little bit of ribbon. I love this polka dot tool. Okay, this has become my go-to pretty ribbon for when I want a pretty card. Now, don't worry about using too much ribbon. If you cut it too short, it is really hard to tie. So give yourself a little grace on that. Now, I am underneath just the pink piece here. Okay, I don't want to go underneath all because I want this to be floppy in there. Is that a technical term? I don't know. And so we'll go ahead, and I like to tie my bows upside down. I think my tails and my loops tend to go better when I do them upside down. And so we'll just tie this, flip it the right way, and then just kind of play with your loops. Sometimes they kind of fold in half. Pull on here and adjust it to the size you want, and then when you get it how you want it, take your scissors, make sure you cut these at an angle. It makes it really easy with this because our little polka dots are at an angle, so you can just chop like so. And there's our card. It's a window card. And there it is to write a message. Now, like I promised, I have a whole bunch of other cards I want to share with you using the Ribbon and Courage stamp set. So let me just clean up my mess here. Before I show you all the cards, make sure if you purchase the Ribbon of Courage stamp set that you get the coordinating framelits that go with it. Okay, they're not shown on the same page in the catalog. And I will have all the information in the description of this video that will lead you to a complete supply list so you can easily find all of these products. But like I said, cancer affects everybody. And it's one of those times that is so nice to be able to send someone a hand stamp card in the mail. So this is a set of cards that was actually from my stamps in the mail a year ago or 2 years ago. I don't even remember. And if you purchase the stamp set from me this month, shoot me an email and ask me for this tutorial because I'll give it to you for free if you buy the set from me. So purchase the set, send me that email, and I'll send you the tutorial to make those cards. But these are done nice and light pink. Now, some of the products I'm showing on these, like I know this in the designer series paper on here is now retired, but I think the ideas and the layouts on these are still all great ideas with the stamp set. Now, I did do a bunch of cards that I've previously shared. Let's see if I have them all here. These are what I called my feminine and masculine cards, because I think I said earlier, we tend to, let's see, and I guess I only have one of these left. I think I sent some of the masculine ones. But, we tend to think of sending cards to women. So this would be the perfect card to send to a woman that's going through some sort of cancer. Oh, I do. I thought I marked these. Colon cancer is blue. So colon cancer affects men and women. So I would send this one to a female, and this one I'd send to a male. I just kind of took the lace off of it and, used the solid ribbon instead of the flower one. And there we go. We still have a great card to send to someone. And I did have versions of all of these. Let's see if we have these marked. I don't remember. Oh, green. Oh, see, these were on a display, so they're kind of getting trashed a little bit. But same card layout. You can easily search on the internet and you'll find all the different colors that represent all the different cancers. So if you have a friend suffering from cancer, go look it up and then make a card the right color. Okay, there's another green one. Here's a layout that I really liked. And I said at one time they were labeled. Gray might be brain cancer. I'm not 100% sure. But again, great layout. You could use that with anything. And here's another red one. But I love this stamp set. I love the ribbon. I love the greetings that are in it. We can just do so many different things. There's another pink one. But then the beauty of it, it doesn't have to be just to send to someone with cancer. I love the greeting on this. Live every moment, laugh every day, love with all your heart. Perfect for anybody. And these flowers are included in that as well. And here's kind of a different layout, fairly similar. I used the ovals on that one. All different colors once again. And here's another pink one for you. And then this one, and I had more of these, but I sent them. This set is also great to support our military and, any public service, using a ribbon is kind of a symbol these days. So military is near and dear to my heart, as all three of my kids were or still are in the military. So I love to make red, white, and blue and yellow ribbon cards. So that was a lot of cards I shared with you. Today's video gave you instructions on this one, but I just wanted to show to you a bunch of other cards. Now in the description, it will lead you to my blog post that will have a lot of these cards pictured there, along with links to the original post so that you can find all the details on them. And I'll also have all of the supplies and details for this card. So as always, if you have any questions, make sure you ask me. I'm here to help you with all your stamping and card making needs. I love to teach quick and easy cards. I hope you realize how quick and easy this was, but quick and easy doesn't have to mean boring. So that's kind of my motto. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be that person. If you would select me to place your order with, I have a great rewards program. I love to send you free products. And if you need a catalog, let me know so I can pop one of those in the mail to you. So I think that's it for now. Make sure to add the Ribbon of Courage stamp set on to your next order so that you have it when, unfortunately, you have to make a card to cheer somebody up that has cancer. Because if we're not affected by it today, we probably will be soon. So until I stamp with you again, have a stamp happy day.